name's Richard, this is We're Not Wizards, and welcome to another 6 Degrees of Expectation. Today we're looking at Dinoblivion, which was brought to us by Goblivion Games and was designed by Jean-Francois Gauthier. 6 Degrees of Expectation is basically what you can expect when you bring the game to the table. So I'm going to cover some key aspects to give you an idea whether or not it's something you're going to enjoy playing yourself. So let's crack on, shall we? At its base, Dinoblivion is a kind of a card hand management tableau building game, which means as you play the game you're going to be collecting cards. These cards are going to allow you to carry out actions. Those actions are going to allow you to kill dinosaurs, create kids, hopefully win dinosaur eggs, which are kind of like more victory points, create buddies for you to fight, create food, and even giving you kind of greater strength and little kind of dino helpers which are going to help you as well. The way the game works is basically you're going to have a kind of a hand of 4 cards. Now when you've got that hand of 4 cards, you can carry out as many actions as you've got kind of like cards in your hand or cards that are available. The actions are carried out, can be carried out in a number of ways. If you have like say 2 cards like this, which have like a meeple symbol that can join together, then that allows you to create an additional kind of person for your kind of tribe. Either that, or what you can do is you can essentially flip a card on its side and that will allow you to take the resource at the bottom of the card. The other thing that you can do is you've also got cards which have different symbols on them. If they've got a hand symbol in the top, it means that you've also got to play one of your tribe cards in order to activate that kind of card. The other thing that you can do is you can go hunting for dinosaurs. If you've got enough strength, you can buy cards if they're available in the deck as well. You can go just general hunting as well if you've got enough kind of hunting strength. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to be going through this deck, through both of the dinosaur decks, and as soon as one of those decks gets depleted from either sides, any of those sides, then the game goes into the end game phase, and then you head to the final kind of counting up phase. The winner of the game is the person that will have the most victory points at the end, and victory points can be gained through collecting dinosaur eggs, and also the combination of the number of people you've got in your tribe, the amount of food that you've got left. You've also got additional kind of totem cards that you can play. They will essentially reset again. You can use them as you kind of go and as you kind of play the game. Because of the different kind of actions that you can take in the game, it's actually worthwhile probably learning the game as you go and playing a couple of dummy rounds in order to get an idea on how the various actions work and how the kind of the cards work as well, and the different actions that you take. You will find that you will be referring to the rulebook on a regular basis, though there is kind of like a handy guide on the back which will give you a kind of an indication of the different actions that you can take. As I say, probably not horrifically difficult to learn. There will be several kind of going back and forward for rule clarifications as the game kind of goes on. Looks wise with Dinoblivion, this is what you see is either a 2-player game or it's a solo mode kind of game. You are just kind of going off against each other. So there's not a huge amount of kind of like, I guess, kind of landscape taken up by the game itself. You're going to have a reservoir for your various tokens, but apart from that, not an awful lot to see. The artwork is colourful, serviceable, but in all honesty is nothing too much to write home about. It's fine, it's decent, it's funny, it doesn't take itself kind of too seriously, to be honest. The iconography is kind of clear and to the point, and in general it's fine. It's not going to kind of light your fire here, but at the same time it's very kind of within the theme. so it's kind of to be expected and decent in that way. Time wise, you're probably looking at about maybe an hour, hour 25, hour 30 to kind of get a full kind of game done, played and learned on the table. As time goes on, that will obviously decrease, probably a steady kind of 45 minutes to an hour once you kind of get used to the game. Yeah, so that is 6 Degrees of Expectation for Dinoblivion by Goblivion Games. My name's Richard, this is We're Not Wizards, and remember, stay safe, roll Neanderthals. Oh, I killed them. Make something awful. But until the next time, goodbye.